Hello friends, this is Harish and today we are going to learn about something new, shortcut keys. You know what? In our day-to-day life there are many circumstances, there are many situations when we prefer some shortcuts, to reach our destiny. We want that we should be able to achieve our targets as early as possible. So this is possible with the help of some shortcuts. Yes, of course, this is not the mantra of success in our life, but yes, of course, there are many circumstances when shortcuts are helpful for all of us to reach our destiny. So in today's session, we will learn how exactly with the help of some shortcut keys, we will be able to make our work easier. As you can see, I have this Word file in front of me. In this Word file, you can see there are a lot of combinations with Control, Alt and Shift. We will learn how with the help of these shortcuts, the things which looks difficult are actually easy. Fine. So initially we have some shortcut keys related to documents. As you can see, Control plus N to create a new document, and then next we have control plus O, that is to open something. If we have already worked in some documents or any files, we can look for them and we can open. Then we have control plus S. If I work somewhere and I want to save it later on, so it can be done. Control plus S, you can give the name and then you can save it on the desktop. And again, if you want to open it, with the help of shortcut Control plus O, we can locate the file and we can open as well. Right? Afterwards we have F12. F12 is a function key for saving the file one more time or any number of time by giving some different name. So suppose I say hello everyone and I press on save button. Now you would observe that it has been saved with another name, say hello everyone. Next we have control plus W. This is a very simple shortcut we use in most of the application to close them. As I press control plus W, the file is gone. Control plus Z for undo, control plus Y for redo. Suppose if I type something here, right, and I want to get it back, so I need to press control plus Z. And if I want to get this thing again, so I need to press control plus Y. So Z for undo, the things which we have done, they will become undone, and if we want to do it once again, so we need to press control plus Y, right? Then we have control plus F, that is to find something in the document. Say I want to find control, so definitely there are so many shortcuts, so I am able to find them easily, and I can go towards any of the control, and whatever I want to do it, I can. So after finding the things from control plus F shortcut, now we are going to discuss about control plus H, that is to replace some text with some other text. So suppose if I do control plus H, there are two boxes. One is find what, here I have typed off, and next is replace what, here I am typing suppose for. So if I click on replace, you will see that there is one off, and I press on replace button, it will be converted into 4. Then the second one, this is basically for individual transformation or change from off to 4, right? But if I do replace all the offs will be replaced into 4, right? And there are total 11. And if I go to off and I write 4 here, and if I go to 4 and I write off here, and I do replace all, so it has made 34 replacements. Means there could be any other situations where there was suppose 4, and now that also has been changed into 4. You can see one of the example here, like it was 4 mats, so now it has become off mats. No need to worry, we can do just control plus Z one time, and you can see that one off has already been replaced into 4, And if I do one more time control plus Z, so you can see here also it has gone to the previous content as it was earlier. So this was find and replace. We can do it in our speech, in our text, in our document whenever we want. Next we have about spelling and grammar. This is very common. Function key F7. So I'll get a spelling box and I'll be able to correct it. The same is with the case of shift plus F7. In the case of shift plus F7, we will be able to open the thesaurus. Means if I want to check the spellings and if I want to see the vocabulary related to it, the glossary and the other list, dictionary related to all the words, I'll be able to find it. For thesaurus, it has shown glossary, vocabulary and word list, the synonyms or the related words. Next we have end. End means if we want to move to the end of current line. If I press end, now I am at the end of the line. If I press home, I am at the beginning of line. If I press control plus home, I am at the top of document. If I press control plus end, I am at the end of the document. So this is to move in the whole document with the help of shortcut keys. Afterwards, page up and page down, this is for previous page, and then page down to get back to the next page. Fine. Then we have shift plus left arrow and right arrow. If I press shift key and I press right arrow, means I am able to select the things from left to right, and if I do shift plus left arrow, I am able to select from right to left. And if I do control plus shift plus left, that means word to word I can select, and if I do control shift right, word to word I can select from left to right. And shift plus up means selecting upwards, shift plus down selecting downwards, right? Shift plus end, selection from current position to the last position. Shift plus home, selection from current position to the first position. These are the shortcut keys for selection. And then extend selection to the beginning or end of the document, that is control shift home from current position to top, and control shift end from current position to the end of the document. This is also related to selection. Then simply we have a shortcut key control plus A to select the entire document. To make the things bolder, we have a shortcut control plus B. So we need to select something, control plus B for bold, control plus U for underline, control plus I for italic, control plus S for saving, and control plus U once again for removing the underline, control plus I once again to remove the italic, control plus B once again to remove the bold. Then apply underline formatting to words but not the spaces. Yes, this is also important. Sometimes what happens when we select something and we do control plus U, the spaces are also underlined, but we want not to underline the spaces but only to the words. So this can be done using control plus shift plus W. Next is control plus shift plus T. As you can see that it is used for applying double underline formatting. Means if we will select control plus shift plus D, if you press, the document or the content would become double underline. Next is font dialog box. If I press control plus D, you will see that font dialog box has appeared. We can choose any of the style, and we can style take say bold. From here, if I choose say any of like Shruti, and then from here suppose if I do 9, so the same is applied over here. If I do control plus Z, again I'll come back to the previous stage. Then control plus shift plus less than and greater than symbol. If I select something and I do control plus shift plus lesser sign, the size is decreases, and if I do greater than, it is increases. The same is with the case of control plus square bracket increase, and this is square bracket decrease to increase or decrease the size. Then for subscript, control plus equal to symbol to make something subscript, and if I do control plus shift plus, then it will make something superscript. The example could be to write x square y square, or to or to write H2O in case of subscript. Then shift plus F3, this is a very good and popular one of the shortcut key combination to make something all upper, all lower, all we can say init cases. So this can be done with the help of control plus shift plus this can be done with the help of shift plus F3. Shift F3 and the things become smaller, the things become capital, or init cap means the first is the initial one is capital and rest others are small. So now we can see that we have some shortcuts like control plus shift plus A, that is to format all letters as uppercase, control plus shift plus K, that is to make something in lowercase, then control plus shift plus C, that is for character formatting, copying the character formatting, and then control shift V for pasting the formatting. We can also remove all the manual character formatting from a selection. If any of the formatting is done at any place, it can be removed with the help of control plus space. Right? As you can see that the bolded words have become normal because I have done control plus space. If I do control Z, it will come back. Next is simply we have some shortcut keys related to the alignment of the paragraph. Suppose if I select the content, this one, I do control plus E, now the paragraph is in the center, control plus L at the left, control plus R in the right, control plus J, this is for justification but the content is less, so I can select this paragraph and I do control plus J. Now you can see that the things have been aligned from both the sides. If I do control Z, you can see the difference, right? Then control plus 1 for single line spacing. So next one is you can see control plus 2. Like if I select something, say these lines, and I do control plus 2, now the gaps have been increased. I do control plus Z, and if I do control plus 5, the gap is 1.5 line spacing, right? I do control plus Z. So control plus 1 for single line spacing, control plus 2 for double line spacing, and control plus 5 for 1.5 line spacing. Next is alt control and C. Alt control and C for making a copyright symbol. I do control Z. Then alt control and R, that is for making registered symbol, and then alt control and T, that is for trademark symbol. So dear friends, these are the shortcuts which we can use in our day-to-day life to make our work easier, and while using shortcut keys in Microsoft Word, the things become very easier. Let's take a quick demonstration of 1 minute once again. Suppose I selected it with the help of shift plus down arrow key, control plus J for justification, control plus B for bold, control plus E for center, control plus L for left, control plus I for italic, control plus B for bold, unbold once again, and control plus J for justification, control plus I have removed the italic, and then shift plus F3 for making all capital, shift plus F3 once again for making smaller, shift plus F3 one more time to make init cap, and shift plus F3 one more time to make all the things capital, control plus U for underline. So these are the things. We can see that I have not pressed any of the, I didn't use mouse, but with the help of shortcut key combinations, the things become easier and we actually enjoy. So I hope you liked this video, and definitely you should share with your friends. You should subscribe the channel so that you could keep on getting updates of different videos which I am going to upload in next few weeks. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.